Okay, Gemini. So, this is going to be your reading for January 7th through the 17th, okay? Um, so, as I shuffled the cards, what I really found interesting was that sometimes I have a really hard time channeling Geminis, specifically Geminis. Not my private clients, not my one-on-ones, but I'm talking about like when I do my YouTube readings, my general readings. It's so hard for me to connect with you guys because I feel like the energy is a little like everywhere, and I don't know, maybe just probably all my Sag placements, that opposite, polar opposite of you guys. And so, but today I was channeling straight through. So first of all, let's get right into the reading. I feel that a lot of you guys towards the end of the month, you guys are kind of coming to a place where you're going to have to make a decision. Okay. You're going to have to make a decision with the old, dynamic of what you guys have set up for yourselves and the new. So I see some of you guys receiving a job opportunity that maybe was not in alignment with what you thought you wanted to do, okay? I see that a lot of you guys are kind of fixed on where you want to go career-wise. And if you're the Gemini that has no clue, I see that you'll be getting a job opportunity at the end of the month that is going to align you on your path. I also hear some of my Geminis this month, you guys are going to have to deal with your mommy or daddy issues, okay? So specifically, Spirit highlighted any issues or old wounds with your father will have to be taken care of at the end of the month, because I feel that you guys are going to kind of have a situation where you guys are being confronted with the past and there's nowhere to go. Like, you really have to speak your truth about how you feel about your family dynamics and the kind of pain that they cause by what I kept hearing in Spirit say, walking out on you. So for those that have abandonment issues, you will have to kind of handle that at the end of the month. I also see some of my Geminis kind of having issues with their mother, with, again, abandonment or not having like the proper care that some of my Geminis feel that they needed. And I do feel that this month you're going to be faced with a situation where you're going to have to be confronted. You're going to have to confront them about your feelings in order to move to the next level. You guys are holding on to your family resentments, whether you believe it or not, whether you're aware of it or not. Spirit is asking you to become aware of it because it is spilling into your life, your personal life, your work life, more than you think it is, okay? What other messages did I hear that was super powerful? Okay, some of you guys are having issues with your feet, okay? I know this is kind of random, but I keep seeing visions of feet problems, root chakra. You guys have to work on your survival, any kind of survival issues from the past, trauma, sexual abuse, sexual trauma, or trauma in general from anything, really. I do see that you're going to have some issues with your feet. Maybe your feet are going to be a little sore. Maybe you're feeling kind of run down. You're feeling fatigued. You're feeling exhausted. Maybe some depression. You're feeling a little like you're lacking the ability to kind of go out there and really, live your life the way you used to. Okay, so focus on healing your root chakra is what I'm hearing the end of the month. Okay, so the first two that jumped out, the Tower, and then the Three of Wands in reverse. So something's falling apart, Gemini, the end of the month, okay? But this is a good card, okay? Anytime that I've had the Tower, at first I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? I didn't see this coming. But then the Tower kept telling me, hey, this is about to pop off. Like, you better be ready for it, okay? So the Tower is here to say something that you thought was stable and something that you thought maybe was 110 yours, maybe something that you thought was legit is not. It's falling apart. Maybe you're losing your job. Maybe you're going to lose a friendship. Maybe you're going to lose your partner. Something was based on unstable grounds. This was not a solid foundation, okay? The Tower is about trying to build on something without building correctly, if that makes sense, okay? And so you're going to be faced with that at the end of the month. And also, you're going to have to rebuild. And that's the beauty, though, okay? We don't want false illusions anymore. Gemini, you are done with that. You are done with having people lie to you. You are done with having people walk out on you. You are done with having people with these half-assed promises. So you don't want to do it anymore. So let whatever it is that needs to go and fall apart, let it go, because then you get to rebuild something new. Don't be afraid. 3 wands in reverse, right? So a lack of foresight, long-term vision. You guys need to kind of get real. With Saturn's energy, use it. You need to get real on your goals. Where are you going? Do you have a 5-year plan? Now is the time to do it, okay? I feel that maybe you have 3 different paths and things are looking a little fuzzy. You know, after the 2 of Wands is almost like, okay, you're putting in the work, but then the 3 of Wands, like in the upright, is about you guys really being invested. Like you're like, we're doing this. There's no looking back. In reverse, there's doubt. There's doubt about which way to go. Maybe you've worked on something so hard to only realize that that's not what you want. Or maybe you've worked on something thinking that at the end of the day, you're gonna come into some kind of epiphany and it's all gonna kind of work itself out. And it's not. Because you need to set the actual foundation for this, if that makes sense. You guys need to really invest in doing the work. Like, what is a plan? You guys need to come up with this plan, okay? Whatever it is, Gemini. Ace of Swords in reverse. Some of you guys are having issues, mental confusion. Again, this is like hand in hand. You're confused, babies. You're confused. Don't let time just slip by doing nothing, okay? Don't just remain idle. You guys are so smart. You guys are very cerebral people. You guys are very intelligent people. You guys are the masters of working smarter, not harder, okay? But I do see some conflict, okay? Maybe you're walking around and you guys are causing some verbal conflict with people. Maybe you guys are, you know, having these issues with your friends. You're not seeing eye to eye. You're verbally being cutting. You're starting debates or arguments for the sake of arguing with no real positive outcome. You're not really teaching. You're just kind of cutting, you know. But yeah, so I want you guys to really focus on what it is that you guys want this year. What do you want for yourself, right? Like, this card is asking you to come into a space of mental clarity. Get rid of anything that doesn't serve you and really get real about where you are at. Intuitively, I feel a lot of you guys are having issues with your career paths. Like, you're being presented with so many different directions, so many different things that you just don't know where to go, okay? Career for Gemini. This is beautiful. This is like, whoa, such an empath energy. Are you kidding me? This is like all intuition. This is all about your emotions. And it's funny that it would come up for Gemini because you guys are such an air sign, but you guys are very in tune with your emotions, okay? People think that Geminis are cold. That's far from it. Geminis are not cold. You guys are very feeling. You guys are very emotional. And if you've ever seen a Gemini lose it, you would know that Geminis are not cold, because when Geminis have invested in something and their emotions are involved and they don't get what they want, or they don't get where they thought they were going to go, or they're betrayed, or anything that triggers their emotions, you have not seen a Gemini lose it, because I have. And let me tell you, it is nothing but sheer emotion, okay? So let's stop giving Gemini a bad rep that they don't feel, they don't have emotions, because that's not true. That is not true. Geminis are very passionate people, but I always say Geminis are passionate with a purpose. You guys don't waste your energy, your emotional energy, on anything and everyone. You guys are very selective, and it takes you time to really build, you know, that kind of respect for the people in your circle, to give them that, because when you're locked in for life, okay? So career, you're being asked to explore humanitarian work. You're being asked to explore different kinds of healing work, whether it's energy work, whether it is spiritual work, whether it is tarot, whether it is, you know, the metaphysical, whether it's the like a hospital setting, becoming a doctor, becoming a nurse, social work, anything where you are exercising your humanitarian self. You are being asked career-wise to explore that side of you. Explore your emotional capacity within work. I also see that creative ventures are happening for you right now. At the end of the month, you'll be presented with a creative opportunity. For my artists, my Geminis that are artists, you know, whether it's painting, whether it's photography, whether it's whatever it might be, you're going to be presented with a small, I feel like this is a small offering that can grow into something bigger. Okay. You might also, career-wise, just be feeling emotionally abundant, where you want to share with other people, you want to share your emotions, you want to share your time. This could be charity work with the homeless, charity work in general. Okay, so I do see you guys kind of really coming into a space at the end of the month where you want to share an emotional aspect of yourself with humanity. Okay, health wise, again, it goes back to what I said about the feet. You guys are not grounded. You guys need to work on grounding your energies. I feel you guys, I keep seeing this fatigue, exhaustion. The Knight of Wands, okay? You guys are just over the top. There's too much energy, right? So, you know, there's this one girl that I watch. She's my favorite tarot reader on YouTube, and I love her energy. It was funny because she said something that was so funny. There's a meme about it. When Gemini is taking a break, that's kind of, you know, that was kind of the whole concept of the meme. And all the signs are like, right? So that is the energy that you guys are taking on. You need to not wear yourselves out, okay? Because I see you guys with this Knight of Wands, health-wise, you guys are going full force. And this is great. A lot of energy, but this is letting me know that it's too much. You are working too much. Like, you are just bringing your energies so low that please don't burn yourselves out, because mentally, Geminis cannot handle burnout. When you guys mentally burn out, emotionally burn out, physically burn, your mind, you will trap yourself in a mental hell because you feel like you need to be this, you need to be that. So meditate, ground your energies, Geminis. Thank you. Bye.